Hey everyone, welcome back to Boss Battle, where we dive into epic stories and unforgettable adventures. Today, we're exploring the incredible tale of the legendary Monkey King, Sun Wukong, and his epic journey in the game Blackmyth. Wukong. Get ready for thrilling battles, mystical relics, and a quest to restore a hero. Let's jump in. Tang's Sun Wukong, who is a Buddhist monk, comes to India and, after arriving there, acquires many Buddhist scriptures. After recovering all these scriptures, Sun Wukong attends Buddhahood. It's important to understand here that anyone who achieves Buddhahood resides in the celestial court with the gods. However, the Monkey King, Sun Wukong, refuses this and prefers to live peacefully on his own mountain. Due to this decision, all the celestial gods become angry with Sun Wukong and decide to teach him a lesson. Thus, the celestial gods take help from Erlang Shun to capture Sun Wukong. Erlang Shun is a powerful divine immortal Chinese god. Under Erlang Shun's leadership, an entire army of gods and demons fights against Sun Wukong. This battle is extremely dangerous, but Erlang Shun succeeds in defeating and capturing Sun Wukong. He then confines Sun Wukong in the very stone from which he was born. However, before being captured, Sun Wukong divides all his powers into 6 relics, which hide in different places across China. We see in the story that for many years, many young monkeys try to acquire these relics, but none succeed. However, there is a monkey whose destiny is written to bring Sun Wukong back to life. This monkey is none other than the main protagonist of our game, known as the Destined One. As the story progresses, the Destined One moves deeper into the forest and encounters an old character who tells him about the Guanyin Temple, where a fire had once broken out during worship. Although it has now been restored, the Destined One must go to that temple to continue his journey. Before he can learn more, the sound of wolves scares the old man away, leaving him half-informed. The Destined One then goes to the burnt Guanyin Temple, where he meets Elder Nachin, a priest. After defeating him, they free him and continue their journey, where they encounter Blackmyth King, who has been protecting the temple for the last 500 years. The Destined One has to face him. Although Blackmyth King is very strong, the Destined One manages to defeat him. However, in his defeat, Blackmyth King shamelessly challenges the Destined One to meet him at the mountain peak. After this, the Destined One climbs to the peak and is shocked to find that Blackmyth King has turned into a huge bear. Yet, this bear cannot harm him either, as the Destined One defeats it as well. After defeating the bear, it apologizes and presents the first relic to the Destined One, which appears in the form of a bird. The story continues as the Destined One searches for the second relic, reaching the Yellow Wind Ridge. Here, he encounters a father-son duo who are fighting and scared of something. When they see the Destined One, they attack him. The Destined One defeats the younger son, after which the father goes to the older son for help, but the older son eats his own father. This leads to another fight, and the Destined One defeats him too. Further along, a dangerous tiger appears, which is one of my favorite bosses in Blackmyth Wukong. After defeating the tiger, the Destined One battles the main boss of this stage, the Yellow Wind Sage. After defeating him, he regains Ling Ji's head, who is revealed to be the same guitarist who had warned us about this place. Ling Ji then gives the second relic to the Destined One. Next, the Destined One travels to the New West, where he is greeted by a strange creature that guides him to a temple. Outside the temple, a childlike priest warns him that if he behaves like the previous monkeys, he will become prey to a giant dragon known as Kong Jin. During the fight with this dragon, Sun Wukong faints. When he regains consciousness, he finds himself in a prison. After escaping, he arrives at a location where a lady is speaking to a strange being. This lady turns out to be the same dragon they fought earlier. The dragon lady tells the strange being that she will set it free, suggesting that a person may be trapped inside. However, the being denies this, claiming to wait for the Destined One. The dragon lady then senses the presence of the Destined One, revealing that they are standing on a giant turtle. Following this, a dangerous fight occurs, and they manage to free the person trapped within, who is revealed to be Ba Jie, an old friend of Sun Wukong. The story progresses as the Destined One meets the childlike priest again, who is actually named Yellow Brave. After defeating him, it is revealed that he was an imposter who took the form of the real priest. The real priest discloses that the imposter asked about the next relic and produces a fishing tool, claiming it is the next relic. The Destined One then reaches the village of Lang and meets a girl who can transform into a spider. They fight, and although he defeats her, she manages to hit Ba Jie on the head before escaping. When the Destined One chases her, he falls into a ravine and finds himself captured by the spider's big sister, who has been waiting for him to help her escape. Meanwhile, Ba Jie is now fully under the girl's control due to the hit, and it is revealed that their mother consumes people to stay healthy. The next victim is to be Ba Jie. To save him, the Destined One fights their mother and defeats her. However, she escapes to a master who doesn't recognize her, and he extracts the fourth relic from her body, leading to her death. Witnessing this, the daughters attack the master. The Destined One then arrives and battles the master, ultimately defeating him and obtaining the fourth relic of Sun Wukong. The story continues as they enter a burnt forest, where the Destined One encounters a fox girl named Ping Ping, who is the daughter of Bull King. She shares that her real mother has died, and she lives with her stepmother and father, while trying to evade her brother's soldiers. Later, the fox girl goes to borrow a fan from her stepmother to save her father from her brother, but her stepmother refuses. A man accompanying the stepmother deceives Ping Ping, claiming that the Destined One has gathered many relics to resurrect Sun Wukong. Angered, Ping Ping learns that this man is not an ally, but rather Ba Jie in disguise. The story progresses with the Destined One confronting Bull King, and Ping Ping attempts to use her mother's fan to extinguish the fire around her father. After battling Red Boy, the Bull King gives the fifth relic of Sun Wukong to the Destined One, while Red Boy takes his own life. Next, the Destined One and Ba Jie set out to return to Mount Wagu. Meanwhile, Sun Wukong's cloud recognizes the Destined One. The story progresses with the Destined One defeating various dangerous creatures, leading him to Sun Wukong's golden armor. Ba Jie guides the Destined One to a location where Sun Wukong used to rest, where they find Sun Wukong's staff. They return to the mountain where the game began, Mount Gao, and discover a large egg-like stone. When the Destined One touches it, a gate opens, leading him to a place where the old monkey from the beginning of the game is present. The old monkey explains how the celestial gods were against Sun Wukong, who was selfish and rude, filled with pride. The old monkey reveals that Sun Wukong's sixth relic is none other than his mind, which is the Destined One himself. He explains that the Destined One must defeat Sun Wukong to take his place. When Ba Jie asks how this is possible, the old monkey explains it's a cycle. The Destined One will take Sun Wukong's place, and eventually, someone else will take the Destined One's place, continuing the cycle of new Monkey Kings. They learn that the place they have entered is made from Sun Wukong's memories. Players have encountered two endings so far, a bad ending and a true ending. In the bad ending, the Destined One takes Sun Wukong's place, and the old monkey questions whether the journey to the west really happened. He produces Sun Wukong's golden headband from the water and places it on the Destined One, showing Sun Wukong in the egg from which he was born. In the true ending, the Destined One must find Erlang Shun and the sacred divinity, leading to an epic secret boss fight. After defeating Erlang Shun, a cinematic scene shows a battle between Sun Wukong and the Destined One. After defeating Sun Wukong, the Destined One kneels before the old monkey. An animated sequence begins, highlighting the journey to the west, signifying that the Destined One has inherited Sun Wukong's memories. And that's the incredible story of Sun Wukong and the Destined One in Blackmyth, Wukong. Which character did you find most fascinating? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Boss Battle for more epic tales and battles. Until next time, keep battling and take care.